Hi there, this is Lee, and I'm talking about wind energy with this video. The reason why I'm doing that is some great news is coming out of Rhode Island. It's terrific and exciting, and things that I only dreamed about when I first created my webcast, Blue Green Fusion, about 6 years ago, talking about things such as this, and now it's come to be, and it's wonderful. I'm at a website that I just now found. It's workboat.com. And the article I'm looking at is the Block Island Wind Farm Fires Up. And this is by Kirk Moore. It was written on December 15th. And so exciting things are happening. The industrial scale wind energy farm that's offshore has just come to life. This is the first commercial offshore wind energy project in U.S. waters. This is by Deepwater Wind LLC, and it's called the Block Island Wind Farm. And they've not only been generating energy for the island itself, but they've also become a power station for the mainland. They transmit wind generated energy to the mainland. So it's wonderful. It's a 5-turbine, 30 megawatt project, which will supply most of the Block Island's power needs, and it will replace the expensive diesel generation. And then feed Rhode Island's mainland grid. So they're connected to Rhode Island's mainland. And so it's basically a testament of the hard work of hundreds of local workers they hired locally. They helped to build the project, and thousands more around the U.S. who supported this project. Let's see. There's a mention in this article that the presidential election of Donald Trump could alter the course of federal policy on wind power, which they say was a Obama administration priority. And they think this because in Scotland, Donald Trump actually did fight a project that would have put 11 offshore turbines within sight of his golf resort that he owns. And so in a recent memo, one of Trump's transition energy advisors, Thomas Kryl, signaled a desire to end federal subsidies for wind and solar generation. But the U.S. inland wind energy industry has allies in certain Republican strongholds, and I've spoken of that many times on this channel. In states like Texas and Iowa, where wind power companies add operations and maintenance jobs to their economies, and they provide income for landowners. So Trump's pick for energy secretary is Rick Perry, and there was a boom of wind energy generation, manufacturing, transmission, distribution under Rick Perry's governorship in Texas. And so the person who's president of the American Wind Energy Association describes the fact that wind energy manufacturers actually put money into the pockets of farmers who host the wind turbines on their land. They keep the farm in the family and the family on the farm. So there's no eminent domain issues here. The farmers keep their farms. The wind turbines are vertical, and so they don't take up a lot of space or displace the farmers off their land. It's a cooperative means of mutual symbiotic relationship. The farmers lease their land, and so they make income off of the clean energy. They plant the corn right up to the turbines itself. And so it's a win-win situation. Let's see. He's saying the president of the American Wind Energy Association, wind power supplies 88,000 well-paying American jobs, a quarter of them made in the USA manufacturing jobs. And so the states where the most energy policy is made is likely to continue their wind energy policies. And so there is a bipartisan consensus in Congress to extend tax credits for renewable energy projects. And that's a critical bridge for making wind and solar more competitive in pricing, at least till 2020. And I've spoken about that specifically solar is becoming competitive with coal for cost feasibility. And then also solar is beginning to meet wind energy for feasibility as well. So there is going to be competition between new energy and fossil fuel industry too as well. And the fact that there's Terry Branstad of Iowa and Rick Perry of Texas who are possibly entering the Trump administration. Again, strange things. We're at a crossroads where it might be up to the people to make it happen. But it doesn't look like these wind power developers are too concerned. They're saying that the future is on their side. They're saying that the individual states, favor wind power, and that's the key to offshore developers keeping their bigger plans in the pipeline. And so Deepwater and other U.S. and European wind energy developers have their eye on developing much bigger arrays in federal waters to sell to the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic markets. And so depending on how the wind farm off the Rhode Island shore develops, there may be more forthcoming. So there's still a long way to go. There's also conversations and agreements that must be made with the seafood and fishery industry, things like that. And so I'll leave a link in the description so people can see how the long term might work out. But it's very interesting that this is happening now during a Trump administration where we see things going this way and maybe this way. It's wonderful. Good luck.